All right, so we have the new introduction of Kid Juggernaut, which is an amazing story. And not only did we learn about Kid Juggernaut, but we learned that there were Juggernauts before Juggernaut, the one that we know, which is Kane Marco. And what's really cool about it is we're getting this origin story about Kid Juggernaut. And what we learn is that his grandfather, which was Jin Taiko, used to be a Juggernaut. And he defected from Sidorak and basically told Sidorak, I'm not going to do your bidding anymore. And Sidorak said, well, okay. Well, if you're not going to do my bidding anymore, well, I'm going to send someone after you, my new heir. And that happened to be Kane Marco. Then we switch over to Justin. And Justin is a really big kid. And he's a normal kid in itself. And he's playing basketball. He's having a great time with his friends and just doing what kids normally do. And he goes back home after playing basketball to this bakery slash coffee shop named Van City Buns, ran by his or owned by his mom, and he's having a good time, right? And he talks about his friend, which is Tommy, and he says Tommy's been his best friend since first grade. So all seems pretty well. And then we switch over to what seems like the realm of Sidorak, and Sidorak is speaking to someone who looks like a sorcerer of the sorts, but we're not too sure about who he is right now. And Sidorak is basically saying to this guy that he would have led you to it, but you were too impatient. If you had just like chilled out, you could have gotten the gem, but you didn't, and you killed him, in reference to Jin Taiko's son. And it's pretty interesting so far. But then we get this little monologue where we see Justin's dad. We switch back to Justin, and Justin is in his room. He's chilling, and it's really cool because they have a Dazzler picture in the background, and he gets a knock on the door, and he says, come in, Uma. And Uma is his mom, and she says, Justin, are you okay? And he's like, yeah, I'm okay. I want to talk to you about something. And she basically tells that his dad had passed away, and he doesn't know how to react to this. And the reason why he doesn't know how to react to this is because he hasn't seen his dad in years on years out. So it's almost like a stranger mourning for a stranger that you don't really know, and he's kind of confused by that. But anyway, later on he gets a knock on the door, or a delivery of sorts, and it says it's for Justin Jin. He's like, yeah, that's me. So he looks at the box and has this inner monologue, and it says, looks like it's from Korea. So he opens it up, and he notices it's from his dad, Appa, which is dad, right? And it shows belongings that has a picture of him and his dad and a wooden box. And inside the wooden box, there's a pendant inside. And he touches the pendant, and there's a surge of red crimson energy that circulates through him and also around him, ripping his shirt apart. And then we switch over to Jin, who touches the wall, and it breaks automatically. And that comes to the close of this episode for episode 1. Let me know if you're interested in episode 2 by typing in Juggernaut.